It's a nice one. Nice.
Oh, wow.
Look at this crab. That's a cool looking crab. Oh.
It's another
Mondo one. Look at the head on that toad.
It's huge.
Kyle here with Wicked Alaska, and today we're taking a half-day trip to Kachemak Bay. We got the whole family with us. Hopefully we catch some interesting fish.
Another little one. First one of the day. Let's get a bigger one. Do you like jigging, Ruby? Ruby is very interested in what's going on over here. She keeps looking at the rod bouncing up and down, and she's locked in on what's about to happen. Feels small. It's a
Oh, and it's in his back. He didn't bite them.
okay, feeling a little better. It's probably not a big one again. Another baby halibut. One of these days, we'll catch the mama. Gotta get deeper, Ruby. This isn't deep enough. Only 20 feet right here. I got something here.
Little guy.
Little teeny bottom feed or something or other. So I'm casting it out in front of me a little bit because we're drifting that way, and I want it to drop so that it drops straight down, and so that I can jig it straight up and down for as long as I can. If I cast it off the back and we're drifting that way, then it'll be basically pulling sideways the whole time. Okay, finally something with a little bit more wiggle to it. It's not feeling as big anymore, but it feels like the biggest one I've caught today. It's starting to flex the rod. This is an extra heavy rod, so.
Oh.
Oh, bummer. It's one of those largemouth sculpins. I mean, it's still pretty cool, but.
Nope, you stay back here.
Kind of the max length that these are supposed to get are about 28 inches. And that's like a 24. Pretty cool fish. We just need that similar size but in halibut.
What are the fish that you're supposed to descend?
Rockfish. Oh. Got a little one, 300 feet deep, which makes for a long reel in with not much reward. That's how you work the left arm out. Whew. Decent color. Baby halibut. I wonder if there's like a rule where, like, if you're finding a bunch of small halibut, that there's not going to be a big one in the area. I have no idea what I'm doing. My thought is if there's fish in the area, there's fish in the area, and big or small can all live together. That being said, the bigger fish tend to take the best feeding location. So it'd be on the fringe of the smaller ones. Got another one. Feels a little better. This one feels like a better one. I feel like the more head shakes it does, if it's one of those largemouth sculpin. Well, it's hard to tell because this rod is really stiff. And so unless they're, hey,
It's a little bigger.
biggest halibut so far. It's a little guy.
He is a very little guy.
I'm gonna put him back. All right. Well, we're getting bigger. That's a good sign. Although I guess you could argue that that's still a baby. We're in this like super deep, it goes from like 300 feet to 36 feet.
Whoa.
And the current is going from deep to shallow. So all the stuff is kind of just like washing up over this hump. And I'm trying to be on the front side of the hump. That might be backwards for halibut, but in trout fishing, the head of the hole typically takes the big fish.
Back it up. Toes on the ground.
3 per day, 6 in possession. Only 1 per day, 2 in possession, maybe non-pelagic.
So he's spining you?
He's got some spines.
On his outside or in his teeth?
Alright.
Oof.
This is a widow rockfish, I believe. He's a keeper. Right hand on the front too if you want. Yeah, like that. And you have a little depth counter on your reel to tell you how much you have left.
Oh. Oh, we still have a long ways to go. 150.
Oh, nice!
Oh
It's
my
a
God.
yellow eye.
It's a what?
That's one of the coolest rockfish. Nice. Sweet. Nice catch, dude. You gonna hold him up by the...
I'm less interested in holding him.
That's a nice one. What is that, Ruby?
How spiny is he gonna be?
Just grab by the... right there, yeah.
Oh gosh. He's got so many spines in there.
Yeah, don't touch his... Nice.
Alright. He's got little like hairy spines in the inside of his mouth. And then so many spines. Oh, he does have a yellow eyeball. Wait, so what you got is a
Pelagic.
pelagic rockfish, and what I got is a non-pelagic rockfish?
Yep. The lever on your left side, drop that. But with... yeah.
But with what?
With your right thumb.
Here?
Yeah. So that way it doesn't just like go out crazy fast, but let it pop out and just let it roll pretty fast. What happens is the bearings in that are so good that it'll let the line out faster than, or the bearings will like kick forward and it'll let the line out faster than the line's actually getting pulled out, and it'll like ball in a nest around itself.
It like stopped and like bounced up.
So now flip it over and now jig it. And if it's limp, that means it's on the ground, like it's on the ground right now. So reel up a little bit until you're basically, you want to be able to make it like limp and then solid, limp and then solid. Now you should be able to like feel the bottom almost. You're feeling it hit the bottom on your down? Another rockfish. That's the widow rockfish, one of the first ones we caught. So what we're looking at right there is all those bumps off the top of the bottom. Let's see where it is. Got one? Big. Big, heavy, deep.
Well, I mean, it felt big, but it could just be confused.
That's a nice rockfish. Good rockfish. Ooh. Feels rockfish-like. I want to catch one of those yellow eyes like you did. Although it doesn't feel like a big one.
You see something? It's a little guy.
Little guy.
Send him down quick.
All right, though catching rockfish has been a lot of fun, and we can kind of catch as many as we want on this hump. I want to catch some keeper halibut, so let's move our spot completely and get away from these rockfish. Got all sorts of bait down there. Like a pollock. Oh, there we go. Much more head thrashy than before. So maybe that means something. Doesn't feel like a rockfish, but oh, it's a bigger pollock. Yep. Pollock. Another one.
It's down there.
Yeah. That's the problem fishing in 200 plus. Pollock. All right, I think we're in a gigantic storm of pollock. One more try. If it's pollock again, one more try. If it's a pollock again, we definitely got to move because it's a lot of work getting them up from 200 something feet. Oh, there he is. I mean, this spot's at least fun. 130, 120, 110. One feels like a good one, but I'm almost certain it's pollock again. It is a good one.
Big pollock. No. Is it a pollock?
Yeah, that one.
Okay. You said last time if this next one's a pollock, we're moving.
I know. I was thinking if it was a small one.
Pollock.
Oh, it's a good one too. Reel up. Reel up. Yeah. Nice. That's a big pollock.
A pollock. I hope you know that you're cleaning off a fish.
Yeah, I know. Oh!
Not a bite.
Rockfish. It's a different type.
Not good. Same as a fish.
That looks like a quillback rockfish. Another one of these largemouth sculpins. Smaller one than before. There he goes. Fun fish to catch, but just one to send right back. It certainly gets tiring after a full day of reeling fish up from 200 feet. We've caught more than a dozen fish now and just haven't been able to connect with any big halibut. Like this one is a toad largemouth sculpin. But that is a nice largemouth sculpin.
Ruby is intrigued. Very intrigued.
Look at the size of the mouth on that thing.
It's pretty big. It's got a fitting name.
It does have a fitting name. Oh, check it out. The camera. Look in his mouth. Look at that. He's got crab legs sticking out of his.
Oh, wow.
That's a cool looking crab too. Let me see if I can pull the crab out. Here, hold that.
Oh, you're flopping him back and taking his lunch.
Look at this crab. That's a cool looking crab. Send him back down.
Fins are big.
It's like pulling up a 5-gallon bucket. Those big mouths.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
It's another mouth.
Mondo one. Look at the head on that toad.
That thing is huge. It seems like half their body volume is mouth.
There's all mouth. See if I can hold this thing up.
Don't spine yourself on him.
I know.
Leave it, Ruby. Hey, there he goes.